So I say we go and deal with the slavers.
You approach the slavers and see they are a mixed group of different peoples, including orcs, humans, goblins, and even dwarves. They drag behind them a row of malnourished, worn-out slaves, including children, shackled and cruelly whipped by their captors. The slavers are well armed, but they have clearly seen some fighting not long ago, as they have bandages and look banged up.
Let's try the social one. One orc fighter, 3 wolves, 1 bandit shooter, goblin warrior, and 1 bandit fighter. So we have Clear Mind is good, Feign is good, Weakness is good. I'm not sure we have any of those. We don't really. Reshuffle some. Let's hope we can get this guy up. We did. So let's get him out right away, I think. Let's see what kind of opposition we have. They do very little damage, for the wolves anyway. If that's the case, I do want to see if we can do counter tactic and get rid of some of these guys. That was at level 3. I don't think we can do much. Okay, so that's our fighter doing 4. That's the first action 5, so we can. That doesn't help. Let's get him out so he has a lot of hit point. Okay, so we should be able to do enough damage to yeah, should be able to do enough damage to kill a few of these. Guess we're taunting. That remind me of the game Renowned Expedition. There's the same sort of sounds. Do we have first action? We do. Get him out. First action. Another first action. Him out. First action. I think that's plenty.
Your posturing and clear confidence made these slavers very uneasy. They must have had quite a fight beforehand, as you realize they would not have been an easy prey still. Their leader speaks. Fine, you can have half of our cargo and just leave us be. You feel this is a final offer.
Well, let's take the half.
The slavers cut off their long chain in the middle of the row of slaves and leave with half of the cargo. You hear some slaves crying out, but most of them are too worn out to protest. You realize many of the rescued people will not survive the night, and yet you have given hope and a new start to some.
That's sort of bad, but I don't want to risk that fight quite yet. So our goals come down this way. There was a goblin village somewhere. Maybe those quests go away after a while. Oh no.
Another night falls over Thea, and restless souls of the damned seek out the living in envy and
We've seen
anger.
this before,
You
so
can
let's
feel the approaching wave of
leave
these infernal wraiths
him to his
seeking
task.
Thanks to the Lapiduch, Your people sleep well this night, and many feel the magical touch of Veles upon them.
Nice. And we level up too. We gain some attractiveness, which is interesting. She probably needs some strength. Damage, health, health's always good. And then these guys get health and folklore, which is good. Okay. Yeah, I do wonder about, oh, there's a goblin village. Alright. Scare me there for a little bit. Let's go down this way.
You come across a hidden stash, and it looks like whatever is inside may still be intact. You have your loot safe in hand, but you can hear something approaching fast, perhaps a guardian of the stash. You stand your ground and face the approaching enemy. The air seems to get thicker, the ground feels shaky, and a sudden raising of the fog makes it hard to see who you...
Same thing. Okay, so that, let's shuffle these, see if we can get that down to the supporting stack. We did not. He hits hard. 24. This first action 13 we can use. So what I'll do, it takes her up first. Take him down to 17. Then take this 19 and we'll bring him up front. Oh, that's actually a 29 with 14. That's scary. I can confuse this guy. And then we send the... none of us will be able to... No, 29, 20, 25, 30. Nope, that's not enough. We'll take some damage for sure. I think this guy will be next. No, this guy will stand up front. Okay. So we'll do first action, send him up front. So she will get injured. Should kill him. Should almost killed him. I think that's plenty. Let's just queue these guys up. We can actually confuse. That doesn't help though. Ouchie, ouch.
It turns out these were simply some boars defending their turf, or searching for prey. Still, you search their remains, hoping to gather some extra resources.
That seems interesting. So is this where we need to go? No, we need to go down one more. Let's look at the equipment first. So this is a 2 blunt damage and dexterity. Okay, so that's not too good. So let's go down here once and camp. Let's go down here twice and camp. Oh, that's the wrong. It took more than Anyway, that's okay. We get some bone. We have a lot of bone now.
Thea is not an easy place to grow up in, but alas, grow up we must. One of your children has matured into a young adult and is ready to join your village and rebuild Thea.
Let's bring up another medic.
Becoming an adult is an important rite of passage. The whole village celebrates this joyous occasion. The youngster places a food offering at the altars of their gods, in thanks and in hopes for a good future.
Okay. Let's go to the village. Oh, the village is not where the medic came up. This is where the medic came in. Miller. Let's just keep the dexterity, I guess. And look around to see what we can see. Let's go this way. Nothing. So let's camp. And we'll equip. This is gathering 2, gathering 3, 1, 9. Take the shield off, put the gathering on, and let's go gather some stuff. Okay, so we should gather 3 of this, so 16 times 3 is 48. Per turn, we have a bunch of people who are idle. That's fine. We gain some more iron. Alright, so we gain 48. I gain some fruit, which is nice. So let's do that 2 more turns, and then we go visit a goblin village. 4 spider, we'll just attack. Get 2 of these. Kill that one. Get this one out. Easy enough. Ooh. Seven piercing damage. That looks nice.
Another night falls over Thea, and restless
Same
souls of the
event again.
damned. Thanks to the Lapiduch, your people sleep well this night.
Okay. Let's see if we can equip some of our people with a new two-handed thing. So compare that to this. Oh, it's less. Wow. I think we'll just keep the weapons as is. What are we doing that we're not getting here? ran out of stuff. What kind of cooked meal can we make now? Low on herb. Have lots of meat. And more meat. That's just meat. That's jerky. Let's just build some of these. Lots of it. We're out of herbs soon, so unless we want to build an herbalist, we need some dark wood. Okay, so that's why we are getting the grain or straw. Talking about that, are we even doing the right thing? What are we gathering? We're gathering grain without gathering straw. Uh-oh. Where would we find straw? I don't see straw. So we're gathering the wrong thing. Unless we can use grain as straw. I don't know if that's true or not. So we have 93 grain here. Well, let's stay one more turn. Do. That's a lot of grain. Some coal. That's the wrong group. Let's break camp. Let's go visit the goblin village.
You approach a small, well-hidden village inhabited by goblins. The settlement is stowed away in one of the many craters left by the Age of Darkness. You see a wooden palisade, several huts, and a central stone-built monument, perhaps a shrine of some sort. You get in a bit closer, but the village is well hidden from your prying eyes. Your scouts sneak upon the settlement and report that there are at least several warriors stationed around the village and more inside, including some boar riders and someone that looks like a shaman. They also report the village seems opulent with food and animal skins. There is a herb garden, an orchard, and they saw a large amount of meat drying in the courtyard.
Let's talk to them.
You come closer to the settlement with your weapons at the ready, just in case. Several guards step out from the village and block your way. One speaks up, looking around nervously. Who goes?
Oh, since we did pass the test, let's say so.
The goblins murmur amongst each other, but before they give you an answer, a really fat, old grey-haired goblin slithers in front of them and speaks. Oh, our mad Godric's little toy. Ah, that shaman of ours. He's one crazy fella. Genius, though, you know. So, you mastered his contraption. Wonderful. We must celebrate indeed. And I must give him a good old slap for bringing random folks into our village. But, as luck has it, we do need the aid of strangers, if you're interested.
Why do you need our aid?
In short, we have a slight problem with our mineral supply. You see, there's a little quarry not far from here, and it's owned by this funny demon type, the treasurer it calls itself. And you see, this fella is industrious. Instead of going around doing demon stuff, he's made a great business. But then he went and died, and his bigot son has taken over.
Why do you say
The
that?
goblin scratched his head and shrugged his sluggish shoulders. Well, do you know what? I never wondered about how these ones procreate. They look kind of like shrunken dwarves, so I guess they have all the bits. Anyway, the point being, the son tells us he will not trade with immigrants.
Okay. Immigrants, eh?
I know, right? The cheek of it. I was born on this land, and my family goes back 7 generations, you know. We survived the darkness, we worked the land, we kept the Easterlands going, and this fella tells me he won't trade with foreigners. It's easy. Talk some sense into the stupid treasurer. Convince him to trade with us, please. And if you do, we will reward you dearly, and we can open up trading between our villages as well. We have food, excellent leather workers, unique supply of monster bones, and much more.
Alright, let's do it.
Thank you. Here are the directions. Without them, you cannot actually find the place. A demon's safety issue. Good luck, and whatever happens, here is a small token of our gratitude.
Alright, off we go. So that's the quest over there. So let's go that way. Oh, there's some encounter here. We'll deal with it next turn. One blood bee and 4 grace bee. So counter tactic, counter tactic, counter tactic, counter tactic. Counter tactic 2. That'll work. That'll work too. Good. Oh, we just let them stabby us. This guy will do 10 damage. And this guy will do 3. Oh, tank with 15 shield. This guy has 14 shield because he'll be stabbed by this bee a little bit. Oh, maybe not. Let's just get these guys out and stabby stab. Can't do any of these. Well, can do that, but doesn't really matter. Let's just get them out here and stabby stabby. A little overkill, but we got it. That looks nice. They ran over there somewhere. Make some more bones. See if we can chase them down. Whoa, that's a lot of them. Try the social thing. Let's go ahead and see if we can get something better. And we did not. 8 damage, huh? He's level 8. Confused 3. We can tank the 8 damage. What is that? Leech. Okay. Let's do that. So we can tank like almost 3 turns. 24. That will let him let's go ahead and counter tactic on 8 here. That should kill him easily in a few turns. I would rather not counter tactic 12. So let's just go ahead and support ally for 12 then. Now let him stay around for a little while. He's just hanging out, okay? So this does 7 damage. Let's do that. 4, 3, and then we bump this guy up to 11. Turn up to 11. Right, that's a nice bow looking thing. These looks really nice. Grave longsword, 12 damage. I think I'll take that. Very nice. Okay, and I realize that I've gone way over time, but so what I'll do is I'll cut this episode into 2 and upload them as number 12 and 13. Before we do that, let's go ahead and equip our people. This is a 3 range damage, so that's not too good. 12 and 7. We have a warrior over here. So this does not do poison. Let's just forget the poison. We want the damage. 'Cause, you know, we'll try to kill them in 1 shot instead of 2. Unfortunately, we have 2 medics in here, and this is a 8 armor nature skin. That's really nice. She can't wear those too heavy. Can she wear any of these? No. So his armor is 15 and 3 shielding, 11 and 2 dex, 8 and 2 dex. Seven and 2 dex, 6 and 1 dex, 8 and 2 dex. Okay, so these are nice, but not nice enough. 9 blunt damage. Super heavy. I think we'll stick with the weapons we have as well. But I'll come up to an hour for this episode here, so I'll call it here, and that'll be the end of episode 13. Thank you very much for watching. Have a nice day. Bye bye.